What's going on, everybody? Going Uber here, Fitzgerald Constrictors. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing okay, like the title says. So you want to carry a 22 for defense, do you? Let's see if I can talk you out of that. All right, first things first. Sorry about any background noise you might hear. I'm not really sure what's going on. My camera seems to be picking up a lot of feedback, and it wasn't doing that before. I'm just not really sure. So hopefully it's not picking up at this time. Now, yes, we're talking about 22s. This debate's been going on as long as the spider wobble, so my reptile people there that aren't into firearms will be able to kind of relate. Yes, the 22 can kill you. Yes, one round of 22 can easily kill somebody. I don't think there's anybody out there that knows even a little bit about firearms would be able to debate that with you. Now, I'm going to squint a little bit, even though I'm supposed to be showing my eyes. My mom says, show your eyes more in the videos. I don't know why I made her sound like a really, really old lady, because she don't sound like an old lady at all, but it's funner that way. Sorry, Mom. 22 LR. Yes, it can kill you. Of course it can. You know, and it's actually a pretty horrible round. It reflects and bounces off of things real good. It's not a real solid, hard hitting round to where it just kind of breaks through the bone. It's one of those glancing off of the bone and off of other things and tearing stuff up. It's a very damaging round. I really, like I said, don't know anybody that would want to debate that with anybody at all. Okay, but that's not the problem. That's the problem everybody talks about. That's the problem you always hear. That's the problem I always hear. You see these Facebook posts all the time about it. Then again, I see a lot of Facebook posts where people are showing their 22s for self-defense. They just got their CCW or their CPL, and they're showing their gun that they got, and they're going to carry around with them. I've been asked a couple times over the years, hey, check this out. This is what I got for self-defense, mainly in videos of mine talking about that. You can check them out. They're in my rack of videos there. And I always tell them, you know, gosh, you know, I wish you wouldn't do that. It's not that it can't kill you, it's that the rimfire round is just not reliable. Plain and simple, it's just not reliable. I mean, for the people out there that have shot 22s over the years, you tend to go through hundreds of rounds because it's cheap ammunition and you can buy a lot of it for cheap, and you can go out and put a lot of rounds downrange having fun plinking around with 22. And you can go through that stuff pretty quick, you know, especially if you've got a couple friends out there, if you're out there with the family. You can't tell me that you haven't had an issue firing these 22 caliber guns and the round not going off. I mean, you can see the round that has the crimp on the edge, but it didn't go off. And that's just part of being rimfire. They're just not reliable. And that, my friends, is the problem carrying a 22 for self-defense. I don't know why I don't hear enough about that. I constantly hear about, it's a debate about if it can kill you or not. You know, it's not about, well, only a man would carry a bigger round. People clown the 9mm. 9mm is a great piece to carry with you. You know, especially for the people that are bad shot, because, you know, you get a nice double stack. I have a double stack Glock G19 in my back right now, and it holds a lot of ammunition. So if I'm really bad at aim, I got a lot of chances. That said, you want to be very careful because you are responsible for wherever those bullets end up. So it's not a case of if it can kill you or not. The 22 is a very deadly, damaging round. It really, truly is. A lot of people have died from 22 rounds. So it's not that it can or cannot kill you. It's not the point. The point is the ammunition itself is not reliable. And that's why I tell people, do not carry a 22 for self-defense. It's just not a reliable round. Now, the debate usually turns into after that, because you kind of stump them on that, and they're like, no, well, you know what? I got arthritis in my hands, and I have a hard time firing higher caliber weapons. Now, that is a legitimate gripe and a legitimate issue, but that I can understand. And there is people listen to me. You really want to listen to me when I'm talking about stuff, when I say stuff like that, right? Rewind a little bit. That's too bad. So it is a legitimate argument for a lot of people that, you know, either, like I said, have, you know, medical issues or circumstances where they cannot handle recoil. And I always try to tell them, you know, try shooting a 38, try shooting a 9mm, try shooting a 380 even. You know, try them. Give it a try. See if it's something that you can shoot a good 10 rounds out of pretty firmly before you just can't shoot it anymore. And if you can do that, then I would say try and carry one of those rounds or one of those calibers as your self-defense. And I say that because, you know, if you can get 10 good rounds off before your arms or your hands or your arthritis just can't grip it, you're better off. Now, say you're in a situation where your case of arthritis or whatever it is pretty extreme and your grip is very, very loose and very weak. Maybe you have numbness in the hand, maybe you don't have a lot of feeling, then we can go one step farther and say you have to have a 22, and that's just the end-all say-all. Then please make it a revolver, a 22 revolver. You can get them at 12 shots. That way, if you pull the trigger and it doesn't go off, you can keep pulling the trigger until it does, or until the threat is ended. And I implore people to do that. Don't buy one of these, again, fancy, you know, Walther P22s because they look real cool, the mosquitoes, or any of the ones that look like these, you know, because they look awesome. They are fun to plank with. You know, they're fun to go out with the kids and shoot targets with. But semi-automatic, if that failure of ammo goes, you got to re-rack and try and fire again. It's just not something I want to do. And you know, 22 ammo especially has always been notorious for not being very reliable ammunition. Even when you buy the best of the best, it just is not reliable. So if you have to, absolutely end all, say all. Listen, Youper, I'm not going to listen to you. You breed snakes. Who are you? That's fine. I understand. This is an opinion, but this opinion has a lot of facts behind it. So please take that into consideration, as well as if you kind of agree with me, you can hit the like button right now. That would be awesome. It really help out my channel. As well as, listen, you know, bottom line is I'm just looking out for you, and I'm trying to help you make good decisions. So research. Don't take just my word for it. Look around, see what other people are actually trying to say. But I don't see people talking about that it's just a failure of the ammunition and not that it can or cannot kill you. It's really, tell me y'all haven't had that topic, you know, or haven't heard that topic before. Yes, it can easily kill you. It's just not reliable. And that's the end of the day. That's the bottom line of the whole deal. All right, everybody, I'm going to end this. I'm sure it won't be monetized because it's firearm related, and that's fine. You know, not all videos got to be monetized. I wish they were. I think anything I want to do, I should be reliable for, and I should be able to put whatever I want on here. I don't think I ever try to offend anybody. All right, please take 1 second and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, let you know I upload a video. And as always, love you all. Send me bye. I got to get warmed up here. It's actually 63 degrees. Yeah, it's already starting to cool off here in the UP. Whew. Next video will be another campground, so be watching for that video, JW Wells. And immediately following that, we'll be cutting a clutch of eggs. And then about a week after that, I'll be cutting another couple clutches of eggs. And then we will be pulling more clutches, and, you know, the cycle continues. Every now and then, yes, I'm going to put some firearm stuff in there because, you know, sometimes you just got to put a middle finger up to YouTube, too. I'm not supporting a brand or telling you to buy anything. So, if anything, I'm telling you not to buy something.